Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. That was a theme for an old cartoon called The Pink Panther. When I was a little kid, even the cartoons smoked cigarettes. That's true. Pink Panther used to smoke. He had a long, long cigarette holder. He was like this really cool Pink Panther. He would never talk. He just had these cool cartoons with all this great like jazz music. But then, somebody caught wind of that and they were like, "Hey, you guys, quit selling cigarettes to children." Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Anyway, how you doing? Okay, hey, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO, not a BOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And today, I would like to tell the story of a young Inini, a young man. Inini, man. There was a young man who grew up in a very traditional... Oh wait, let me start over. Back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a young man who had a dream. But he came from a very traditional home in a very poor reservation in the Black Hills of South Dakota. But his grandfather was trying to teach him the ways of the ancient ones. He wanted him to grow up knowing his culture and his language, and knowing who he was, to be proud to be who he was. But he went to his grandfather and he said, "Grandfather, I need to talk to you about something." He goes, "Well, what is it, my grandson?" He goes, "I have a dream. I want to be something. I've got to be something." He goes, "What are you talking about?" "I am teaching you how to be a man. This is what is important. Don't you worry about your dreams." He goes, "Grandfather, it's not enough that I learn how to be a man. I want to be a macho man." "You want to be a macho man?" "No, grandfather. I've got to be a macho man. A macho man." And so his grandfather, he kind of looks off in the distance there and he goes, "You know, grandson, if this is your dream, if this is your destiny to be a macho man, then I think you should do it. I think you should follow your dream, follow your heart. Go to the village in New York City, Greenwich Village. There you will find other people who share your dreams and can help you realize this dream of becoming a macho man." And so this young man, he goes, but grandfather, how can I become a macho man and honor your teachings, honor our ancestors? Well, the grandfather looks at him and goes, "You know, grandson, I want you to take this powwow regalia and I want you to go to this village in New York City. Put on your traditional garb wherever you perform. And in this way, you will honor your ancestors, but you can still become a macho man." So he says goodbye to his grandfathers and he headed east to the place called Greenwich Village. And there he met a police officer, and then he met a construction worker, and see, there was a cop and a construction and an army guy, and they all got together and like, hey man, we should start a band. And they're like, yeah, okay. What should we call ourselves? I mean, we're people and we're living in this village. Should we call ourselves, I don't know, Led Zeppelin? And they're like, no, let's call ourselves the Village People. But then they didn't have any money, so they had to go live in a YMCA. And then finally that didn't work out, so they joined the Navy. There's only a few people who are going to get these jokes. But that young man turned out to be Felipe Rose, the Indian guy from the Village People. And that is how a traditional Anishinaabe became a macho man at the YMCA, and then he joined the Navy. Or maybe he was just some Puerto Rican, doing the worst sort of cultural appropriations ever. How come nobody protests the Village People? And you know why? Because like me, they heard, oh no, that guy's, I think he's from Sisseton. He's a Dakota. No, he's not. He's a Puerto Rican who claims to be either, he says, I'm either Dakota or maybe Teo. And sometimes I say I'm Apache. I mean, he's just, he's a poser. But he was indeed a macho man. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the story of Felipe Rose, the macho racist. And you have been watching BOOZHOO Nana BOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And for the record, who cares? He can do what he wants. I will see you again. Giga Waba Min, Minoa. Hoa. Alright, let's see what that looks like. And to close out the show, I think we should do what do you think, Natasha? Should we do a kiss song?
Well, yeah. Gotta do a kiss tune.
Wouldn't be a show without a kiss song.
Calling Dr. Love.
You need my love, baby, you're so bad.
You're not the only one I ever had.
And if I say I wanna set you free, don't you know you'll be in misery?
You know why? Dr. Love, they call me Dr. Love. Call me Dr. Love, and I'm a doctor of love. Dr. Love. Even though I'm full of sin, in the end you will let me in. You let me feel there's nothing you can do. You need my love and don't you know it's true. So answer please, get on your knees. There are no bills, there are no fees. Maybe I'll know what your problem is. The first step of the cure is a kiss. No. Call me Dr. Love. They call me Dr. Love. Calling Dr. Love. I am a doctor of love. Dr. Love.
I am the doctor of love. You have been watching BOOZHOO Nana BOOZHOO, podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And kiss.
I am Michael Lyons. This is Natasha.
BOOZHOO.
And this is not a BOOZHOO.
BOOZHOO.
And I will see you again.
Giga wabba min. Minowa.
Hoa.
Hoa.
Oh, by the way, the Ojibwe word of the day. OJIBWE.
All right.
Kiss. OJIBWE. Kiss. I think we didn't. We didn't even remember to do a word of the day.